vlog. Okay, that was just an opening, and today, unlike any other day, we are going to talk about a book review. Yes, I know that some of you out there are not really fun at talking about books, or even not really having fun reading books. But make an exemption to this, because this book might change your direction in life. This book might change your life as well. This is Rain Vlog, and welcome to my vlogs. Okay, without further ado, let's start the book review. Our book is entitled The Lorax by Dr. Seuss. Yeah, don't matter the person out there. The story of the Lorax highlights the role of every individual in the making of a good change for our environment. Now, this story is for all people who want to stand in the frontier of change. Okay, for those who want change in our environment today, this story is for you. Okay, in this changing world, we the people are responsible for whether it will be a change for good or the opposite one. However, today, the world is changing in a negative connotation because of the actions of the people, thus we. The story of the Lorax is principally addressed to every individual who is willing to promote and make the words into actions. Okay, this story of the Lorax is basically a children's literature genre. However, it has a heavy-handed message regarding nature and modern industry. In this sense, the story of the Lorax is no longer just for children entertainment only. However, an eye-opener to the youths and for the adults as well. Therefore, the story could be considered as fantasy or a fable somehow. Wait, if there's something about the book that I'm having confusion with, that would be the first part, the beginning of the story. However, the story has also a movie adaptation, so if you can watch the movie, then you might understand the beginning or the whole scenario of the story. Okay, I do have some little issues regarding the Lorax as his role as someone who speaks for the trees. I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. The origin of this mysterious magical creature in this story is not clearly highlighted. However, if you can watch the movie, you might understand as well. The Lorax must have something more flashy and magical power to force the Onceler away from the forest, but it did not happen. Again, but I did not intend to correct the validity of the story or even the purpose of the author himself. It's just that I'm curious. We must also remember that the story of the Lorax is a children's literature genre, in which case could be also considered as a fantasy. Therefore, it's a fiction, and many questionable things might happen in the story. Everything can be possible according to the artistic imagination of the author, which was Dr. Seuss himself.
If you are listening to this, then you are under in the spell of my mind telepathy. What do you care for my dog? I just want to say that unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not.
Do you mind if I'm a dog? Mind your own business, you human.
Unless someone like you cares a awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It is not. That line strikes my environmentalist personality inside and out. What I have understood from that line is that the change could not be achieved unless there is someone who can work with you. Therefore, in order to attain change, there must be a unity. The profound intention of the story by the author is to raise consciousness for the audience regarding issues involving threats to our natural environment.
However, in 1989, the book was banned in a specific school in California because it was believed to portray logging in a poor light and would turn children against the foresting industry. On the brighter side, the story have reached thousands of people around the world. In fact, it received a Teen Choice Award in 2011.
Though the intention was kind of serious, the way it was being delivered in the story is a way softer and entertaining than the way it basically should. That's what makes the story even more interesting and wholesome. Okay, speaking about the author, Theodore Seuss Giselle, also known as Dr. Seuss, was a writer and a cartoonist who have published over 60 books. His experience and competence could be noticed through his aforementioned number of quality works. With this in mind, it is irrefutable to conclude that this person, Dr. Seuss himself, is very a talented person. In fact, at the age of 18 years old, he became an editor-in-chief of its humor magazine, Jack O'Lantern, in Dartmouth College. Yes. Okay, there was a book that is quite similar to the concept of the Lorax, and that was The Earth Book by Todd Parr. Yes. Although not literally the flow of the story, but the subject of environment protection and conservation. The story of the Earth Book consists of many easy and smart things to make the Earth healthy again. That was its main concept. And also, like the Lorax by Dr. Seuss, the Earth Book also highlighted the idea of the concept of raising an environmental awareness to the young ones. Having been read the story of the Lorax, I was first astonished by the vivid elements as well as the concept or the uniqueness and creativeness of the setting in the story. Where could you find something concepts like that today? If there is a single thing that I've learned and realized in the story, then that would be the respect for our environment. Yes. Because people nowadays are so busy. Even I myself. And somehow nature are just taken for granted, and without realizing how we humans are absolutely dependent on it. The story made me to reflect about my role as a living organism in the wide scope of this world. I would love to recommend this book to the parents that would be reading this to their child, for adolescents, for the young adults, and for the adults as well. All living organisms that could comprehend and could feel the way how I have experienced this. Together, let's work for the change. According to the Lorax from the movie adaptation, seed, it doesn't matter how small and susceptible it is. What matters most is that what it can become. I am rain, and I speak for the trees.